Ya huyu makare masero nyiri bila pesa duniani ye. They say make hay when the sun shines. I say buy hay when you have the Otongloo. My name is Sylvester Ogwangfumbe, the only man with an English name from Nyamtoi County Regional Diaspora. I do not like to brag. Neither will I brag. But I also don't think it is a crime to tell you that I'm a proud owner of all the prices you see in this town. Mr. Price, Mark Price, Enterprise, Car Price, and for the sake of women representatives, I am soon building Mrs. Price. What do I say? I am a well-traveled man. Just the other day, Sepp Blatter himself had please called me, flashed me, M-Pesa'd me, tweeted me. Do you know why? He was simply begging me to go and sit next to him. What do I say? I know that most of you have now started thinking that my life has been a bed of roses all through. But no, Mr. President, help me as you find the true story of this young man, Sylvester Ogwangfumbe, Otongloo Time. Enyi madugu sikizeni leo niwaambieni habari ya Otongloo. Enyi madugu sikizeni leo niwaambieni habari ya Otongloo. Mambo ya Otongloo inatesa sana huyu kijana Ogwangfumbe. Enyi madugu sikizeni leo niwaambieni habari ya Otongloo. I graduated with a diploma in business administration from Nyamtoi Village Polytechnic University College. Our college principal who double up as Dean of Students, Vice Chancellor, Matron, and also the official bus driver, always insisted to us that it will be totally disappointing for someone to go through Nyamtoi Kindergarten, Nyamtoi Primary School, Nyamtoi CDF Secondary School, Nyamtoi Village Polytechnic University College, and end up working in Nyamtoi Center. He always insisted to us that for you to show that you had gone through an institution of higher learning is to graduate, travel to Borekabwana, Nairobi, to make Otongloo. And so after my graduation, I had no option but to travel to Nairobi to make Otongloo. Ogwangfumbe onyango magunga kora uoke gwangwa. Koi Nairobi achope ni mona yudi Otongloo. Magunga kikosimiti ni mona yudi Otongloo. Tukendani yo myengo ni mona yudi Otongloo. Awachiti yo kikoyo ni mona yudi Otongloo. Yongwareti yo nguvu ni mona yudi Otongloo. Kunyiwa wako usiku ni mona yudi Otongloo. Magungati yo nguvu ni mona yudi Otongloo. The Swahilians once said, ukipanda pantosha, utashuka ambassador. I alighted that the ambassador walked all the way to railways, took matatu number 9 Octopizo Ivo. Where does number 9 Octopizo go to? Analog, you don't know. No, Karen. I had expected life in Nairobi to be smooth all the way. Ghafla bin vu sambusa nilipofika Lower Karen, alhamdulillah. Problems started following me like madimoni. Problem number 1, language. I had lived in Nyamtoi speaking one language and one language only, Luotino. This is the language being spoken by my cousin Obama Wada Lego at White House. But when I arrived in the city, I found out that speaking Kiswahili was compulsory. How did they expect me? Hold me, Sylvester Ogwangfumbe Nyamtoi to speak Kiswahili? Of course I knew Kiswahili. The only Kiswahili word I could comfortably speak was Maharaba. This was because our head teacher used to stand before us each and every morning at the assembly, adjust his own shirt while looking at us at a perpendicular angle with a hot smile. Then greet, Maharaba wanafunzi. Yawa jamaneni. Even Maharaba wewe pia will not be the best response for such a question. Problem number 2, sanitation. The word Lower Karen had toilet. All one needed to do was to pay 10 shillings for long calls, 5 shillings for short calls, and 2 shillings for SMS, short, medium, short calls. In case one did not have Otongloo to make the calls, you will use the readily available Okwajahazi BTFT, black polythene flying toilet. Problem number 3, insecurity. It was only Lower Kare, where one will wash his own clothes, hang them outside, go inside the house, sneak through the back door, steal the neighbor's clothes, only to realize that he has just stolen his own clothes. One morning, thieves broke into my 3-bedroom polythene house, and on realizing that I did not have anything to steal, they caned me thoroughly, threatening to do worse the next day they will come back, and did not find anything to steal. But the biggest problem was joblessness. I had expected to find job in Nairobi, but as they say, if horses were wishes, Asana nilikuwa na kikombe. Kupata kazi ilikuwa nadra kama maziwa ya kuku. I will wake up early in the Kogwel, use my leg, SAS, and foot Shubishi to Metropolitan KIA, Kenya Industrial Area, to look for a job. At KIA, I had 3 jobs on a construction site. 1, I was the human resource manager in financial accountability, resource mobilization, internal and external affairs, a sweeper. 2, I was the officer in charge of a viatory locomotive in cargo shipmentation, a wheelbarrow servicer. 3, this was the most important job that people will recognize me. I was the chief inspector, Attorney General of the Kenya National Focal Point on Small Arms and Light Weapons, KNFP, a watchman. I will try to save the little that I have, and at the end of the entire week, I had only enough to take me to City Stadium for the state function. I also bought a home theater, a small transistor radio, to enable me know what the world was saying, and also to avoid some caning in case the thieves come back. One morning when I went to Kenya, my heart was propagated into a cardiomyopathic attack. I almost experienced a CCF, congestive cardiac failure. The building which you were constructing was finally over. This meant that I was officially jobless again. I had to look for a job to sustain my living in Nairobi, but all was in vain. I looked for a job. I looked for a job. I looked for a job. Of course I found a job, only to realize that that job was to look for a job. The Swahilians once said, "Atafutaye achoki, akichoka kashapata." Sikupata. My relatives back in the village did not forget that I was in the city to make Otongloo, which will change the lives for the better. Each problem that faced them at home will be passed to me through the numerous and replied paragraphs of letters. Paragraph 1, Dear Sylvester, our cow had invaded a neighbor's farm and it has eaten all the mboleas and the manures. Therefore, send us some Otongloo to pay the fine. Paragraph 2, Dear Sylvester, your younger cheeky brother had been misbehaving with the chief's daughter and he has finally put her in the family way. Therefore, send us some Otongloo to pay the dowry. Paragraph 3, Dear Sylvester, our cow has chicken pox and our chicken has mad cow disease. Therefore, send us some Otongloo to buy paracetamol and dino. Paragraph 4, Dear Sylvester, dog, meanwhile maisha in the city ilizidi kwenda segemnege mkwangu. The landlord was at my polythene door threatening, "Umerafungua hii mlango ama nitoe wembe."